so systematic. Popping pills, she's such an addict. Pulling up in foreigns. Got that paddock on my arm. Humanly came with the charm. She's so systematic. Popping pills, she's such an addict. Pulling up in foreigns. Had that paddock on my arm. Humanly came with the charm.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all already know what it is, man. It's J Love with Sour Milk Podcast. And man, we got the man in the building. Y'all already know. Y'all already know what it is. We got the boy Spook in the building. What's going on, man? How you feeling?
I appreciate being here. I'm feeling alright.
Definitely, man. So, hey, what we gonna do is we want to know the man behind the music, the man behind the books, the man behind the motion. So what we're going to do is start from the beginning, man. So we're going to let them know. Hey, man, where you from?
I'm from DeVille, North Carolina, and Orlando, Florida. Off and on, I've been in both, grow up in both.
All right. Now, did you grow up, was you born? Were you born in North Carolina or Florida?
Man, I actually was born in Alaska. My people were stationed out there in Alaska for like a short time. And then I came back to North Carolina and went to Florida. And I was just there off and on, back and forth. I didn't have nobody on my mother's side, so most of my father's side was down in Florida. Once my father left, he done left us when I was like 9 years old. And then from there, we grew up in DeVille. And then every summer, every chance we get, we'd be down in Florida because we ain't had no family in North Carolina like that.
All right. Well, you say your father left, he left the house or whatnot?
Yeah. He left his kids and his old lady.
All right. And how many brothers and sisters did you have?
I had two. They both dead now.
Oh, sorry to hear about that. So. All right. And how old were you when you stayed in Carolina? What age were you like stationed there? Or not stationed? Were you there?
I think I got there when I was like 5 or 6. I was like 5 or 6. In Fort Bragg, and then by the time we hit 9, we had to get off the base. We was off the base by then, and then he left. And I guess that's when everything changed for us, obviously, because we didn't have much access and opportunities. That's when we say the cereal chains. That's what we call it. The cereal chains. That's how you know. You go from Frosted Flakes to Lion Flakes.
Ice flakes. Ice flakes.
Nah, for sure. Nah, but yeah, that's it.
Now, with him leaving, did that affect you any as a child, or?
Yeah, it affected. It was a domino effect because obviously he was the source of income, and from there, it changed a lot. But what made him different, he wasn't just an up and leave. I was the oldest, so he kind of prepped me for it. He didn't tell my mother, but he kind of prepped me for it and shit. Like teaching me things to do around the house that needed to be done, mowing the line, washing dishes, making sure shit looks a certain way, making sure shit I take care of my brothers and stuff like that. And so it wasn't just like I'm out the next day, even though he didn't really come to the house anyway when he was in the house. He didn't really come home like that, but he set me up to take care of everything that I could at the time. So I'm grateful for that.
All right. Now, did he come back? Was he back and forth after that, or was he just gone? Did he just go after that? Was he gone?
Oh no, he was gone. Yeah, he was gone. It was like a myth after that. You know what I mean? In and out type shit. I heard he was like in an asylum at one point in time. But yeah, man. But his family, which is my family, obviously. We all came from down here, so I'm very. This is what I know as far as my family is Florida.
Okay. All right. Now, when's the last time you seen him?
It's a great question, man. That's a great question. I can't call it. I can't call it both.
All right. Now your mother. How would you describe your mother?
Bitch.
Oh man.
Yeah, I would say she's very. I would would say she's a witch first, then I say she's a bitch for sure.
Now, why would you take under that description?
A very manipulative and selfish woman. You know, we grew up very psychologically tormented when she was home, when she was there. But you know, when people just when you learn, you're not knowing that you're learning because you don't have nothing to compare it to till you get older. You know how when you broke, but you don't know you poor until you grow up. You see how things are supposed to be. It was a lot of that going on. You know, so psychologically we were dismissed and displaced in different ways. But for us, it seemed like our reality. And certain things we knew it wasn't right. It just wasn't right. You know, we just could feel certain things just wasn't right. And over time, you know, I would try to call out to family members like and down here and try to ask for, you know, some type of savior of some sort to come get us out of the situation. But it fell on deaf ears. And then it wasn't too long. Like 10 years later, one of my brothers got shot in the head, and just last month, like a month and a half ago, my other brother hung himself in the backyard of my mother's house. So it just shows you, you know, I'm not giving this woman this entitlement of, not entitlement, this title of a bad name because of my feelings. No, I'm just giving you facts. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and these are my little brothers. I was the oldest, so you know, if one got shot in the head and the other one hung himself in your backyard, then bitch, what kind of woman what the hell you had going on in there? So it's a spooky game, bro. It's a spooky game.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Sure.
I can imagine. So, growing up in the household, through your teens, let's say high school years, middle school to high school years, what were you doing?
I was out here, but I was taking care of my brothers too. You know what I mean? Like I say, I didn't understand what it was supposed to be. I was an adult at that time. You know what I mean? Like my mother didn't come home like that, so I would be, you know, making sure they got home from school, making sure they got clothes in the morning, laid out, making sure they armed, making sure they fed, making sure they bathed. You know, it was a constant, but I didn't know that I was just being the oldest. I was doing what I was programmed to do at the time. It was my central mission operandum. You know, making sure your brothers are straight, and when they sleep, man, I'm out here. You feel me? You know, I'm learning. I'm learning what being jumping off the porch feel like. You know, I'm smoking for the first time. You know, I'm out here like we scrapping. Like we the villa's a spooky place as it is, and you know, Orlando is Orlando. So you know, it's just. It developed an identity of me that no one could take, you know. So I learned a lot, but I should have been learned by some type of loved ones that I didn't have. Now that I'm older, you know what I mean. So anything that I did learn that could help, I would try to bestow that on my brothers. You know what I mean. Try to make sure that they have the best life, even if I didn't have the best life. It's just ironic that I'm the only one living. But yeah.
Now, growing up, like your younger years, were still in like middle school to high school. Did you get in any trouble? Were you like, was you getting any trouble?
I was a scrapper.
Was a scrapper?
Yeah,
So you fought a lot?
All the time.
Fighting, have you ever got beat up?
All the time.
All the time? Now, what was the worst beating that you got?
Oof. That's a great question, man. And I'm not trying to portray myself like I just always got my ass beat, because I'm a scrapper, so
it happens.
Yeah, I beat a lot of motherfuckers down, but I've also taken a lot.
Yeah,
you know?
That's honest. Yeah, a lot of people these days, man, they ain't lost 100 fights.
Nah, that's how the game go. I mean, also like with selling dope, you gonna take a L.
You gonna take a L.
Take
somewhere down that line. Keep going,
you, bro. Just don't let it eat you. Keep it moving. But when you a real scrapper was a part of that was a part of that time back then. You know what I mean? Let me see. Middle school. I lied to you not. I'm coming on the stairwell. Let me see how spooky this shit is. I'm coming. You know, it's early in middle school, so you know you either got to go to the auditorium or you gotta go to your homeroom. But I noticed everybody's in the stairwell. Like, why is everybody in the stairwell? So I'm trying to figure out what the fuck going on. okay. You know, I'm coming up the stairwell, and it's a half point from the low stairwell to the high stairwell.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, what's happening? Bro, I lied to you not, bro. Nigga, twice my side come out of nowhere, just pick me up, slam me. Boom! And just go to work. I didn't know what was coming. I'm trying to figure out, you know, I'm trying to watch it. I can smell something going on.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was the star, the star of the show though. You feel me? So he get banging on me, boy. So I'm like, well, what the fuck? Like, what happened? You know what I mean? I couldn't get a chance to regroup or nothing. That did something to me that day. It did something to me because my reality, it took another tear in my reality. And once your reality is taught,
yeah,
you see things differently. You can control the reality at that point. So you know, I started questioning the people that was around me at the time, how many people knew. You know what I mean? I didn't know I was at war. So from that point on, I've always been at war. You know what I mean? That's I'm here. You know what I mean? Like, you know, certain things happen at the home that cause you to be here internally. When you go to school, you don't think, or you go into public places, you don't think the reality can be taught. But once that happened, bro, I ain't never lost like that. Never lost like that.
That ain't happening again.
Nah, hell no. Ain't no side swipe on the spook for real. For sure.
That was fun right there.
For sure.
So, were you into any sports?
I did a little basketball. I did football. I was quarterback in middle school, Lewis Chopper. Which is it's not a Christian school, by the way. I know we
that sound like
not a fucking Christian school at all, baby, at all. It's kind of I don't know where they get that chapel from, but nah. And then in high school, I played for a short time, but then I had to start working, you know, make sure everything was straight. But yeah, man, yeah, public school. But I did get into this. They had this program for people like statistics, and I was a C student, and I'm ashamed. If anything, I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed. I tried, bro. I really tried, man. Like I would really try. Like it just didn't click for me. But I got accepted to this early college program, right? And your parents had to be, you know, never went to college. You had to have certain, you know, type of criteria to be susceptible for this program. And when my mother found out, she said, "You ain't going to no other school but this school." And that changed me because I didn't know nothing about no college. And it's just now that I'm older, I have an advocacy for young men and young women because I didn't know, and I will always get emotional because it's like these niggas out here just don't know. I was one of them niggas. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know about another country. You just don't know that you can leave. You just don't know that access.
You don't know.
You don't know, bro. Like sometimes poverty is a choice, but other times it's not. It's a program that was bestowed upon you before you could even think about who you were. You know what I mean? Like the magnitude of that spell is the driving force of our oppression, I think. So, you know, it's one thing to know and then you have a choice. It's another thing to let a motherfucker know so you don't have a choice. You understand? So that's where I'm at with that.
Yeah, all right. I got you. Getting deep on us there.
Yeah, man.
All right. Now let's take this. After high school, up to 21, let's say graduation 21. What were you doing then?
21. I was in business school. I went to school for business, and I'm gonna let you know like this. I ain't had no parents put me to school. They had to sign. I had to sign for orphanage or like homeless. Like didn't have so the financial aid could take the rest. And the reason I'm explaining that is because there's no excuse. There's no excuse if you really want to do something, anything. You know, I got good stories like that I pushed through. I got bad stories that I pushed through. But I don't want to make it seem like college is not available for us. Not us like black people, but us that don't come from shit. You know what I mean? You can make a reality how the fuck you want to make it. And that's what I stand on, if anything. But by 21, I was thrifting in business school. I was thrifting everything. I was wearing shit because I couldn't relate to these college niggas. You know what I mean? it was like y'all niggas asking y'all parents for money. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all had a disadvantage, bitch. Like I don't. It was a different arrogance where it was like, this is my shit. You know what I mean? So at 21, that's what I had going on. That's what I had going on, man. Yeah.
So how was the college experience? How would you describe your college experience?
That's where I learned social manipulation. Social manipulation and where emotions don't matter. You know what I mean? Like where I grew up, when you give your person your word, it's your word. You know what I mean? In college, motherfuckers be saying shit. You see motherfuckers still learning who they are because they didn't have to go through things that forced them to learn who they are, type shit. And then, yeah, that's what I had going.
All right. Now, 21 and 25 years old.
By that time, I done had about, I'm looking at 3 years in prison.
Oh, so we need to rewind a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, so let's start from there. The beginning of what led up to you going to prison. Okay. What happened that led up to you going to prison?
She's so systematic. Popping pills, she's such an addict. Pulling up in foreigns. Got that paddock on my arm. Cuban link came with the charm. She's so systematic. Popping pills, she's such an addict. Pulling up in foreigns. Had that paddock on my arm. Cuban link came with the charm.
Jungle